Hello guys, Jim from Morro Bay Fishing here. I know I haven't put out a video in a little while at least, but it's not for lack of trying, believe me. This video puts together 3 fishing trips. The goal of them was to make some perch fried rice. Anyway, I ended up with a whole lot of video. So in order to make this video work, I had to edit for a long time. So that was another reason why it's been a while since I put out a video. And I'm hoping you're going to enjoy it. So please, by the way, subscribe and watch for as long as you can because I need some more watch hours. All right, here we go. So this is the first trip I took. It's up in North Morro Bay. I heard the stripers were biting, so I quickly put together a trip. Usually I take about a week to put together a trip, but this was only a couple days beforehand. I thought my Berkeley gulps were in the bag, and they were, but they were all dried out. I think I left them outside. I did, however, have this old swim bait in my bag. It's been in there for a while, so I just figured, maybe the stripers were like that, and maybe we'll get lucky and catch a perch or something. Last time I was out perch fishing, the water was pretty warm, but today it is very cold, and I'm actually kind of uncomfortable heading out to do all these casts and stuff, and started thinking about waders. So just when I'm thinking there's no fish out there, somebody shows up with something I don't have. That is good gear, knowledge, and the confidence to use them. Woo! Nice little perch. Mind if I take a picture of it? It'll be on Jim's Morro Bay Fishing.
Lucky Craft makes the same one, but they just started putting the spinners on them. The police has been putting the spinners on them since I've been buying them.
I've had the Kalisa recommended to me a couple times now, so apparently I should get off my butt and buy them.
I hit everything on it.
Really?
Everything. This one right here is a pink face, pink belly, blue on top with that spinner.
Well, I didn't have a Calusa lure, but it seemed like the perfect opportunity to take my old camp shovel out and see if I could catch me a few sand crabs. I'm particularly fond of my old camp shovel because I've had it since the 80s, and potentially it's been in my family for much longer than that because my dad was in the Navy during Nam. So it was great having a reason to use it again. This is how I was hooking up the sand crabs. As it turns out, there's 2 types of sand crabs, hard shell and soft shell. So if you can find the soft shell, I guess they dent a little easier. That's what you should be using. I just found that out myself. So yeah, the sand crabs were easy to find, but I wasn't getting any bites. As were my buddy down there. Sadly, I didn't get his name. Another one, nice. Yeah, I got nothing with the sand crabs. That's what I usually use on them, just so many snags around here.
Because that middle one I always take out, but the inline hooks, man, no comparison to catch and release, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how we're catching.
I hope you can see this picture of the perch they were catching a couple years ago. I've never seen perch that big. But I didn't catch anything, so it's time to get the heck on out of there. A couple weeks later, I decided to go out again, and I went down right down here, just south of the South Jetty, and you can see those little channels that Google Earth showed me. I thought, those have got to be a great place to fish. In the meantime, I picked up a 10-foot rod and a sand crab net and a Kalisa lure. Kalisa, or as my wife calls it, a pretty fish net. For shore fishing, I have to put the cameras in a box, so that muffles that audio. Sorry. Last time I was out, it was freezing. I need to get me some waders. The water was much warmer on my first perch fishing trip. That last time, it was freezing, so I was, got uncomfortable. That's why I went out and got me some waders. Much better. So there I am, all dressed up. A 10-foot rod, my waders, all ready to do some shore fishing. When I caught that last perch on my last perch video and fried it up, I thought it was really good. It was right out of my childhood. And then I also thought this would really be good in fried rice. And that's the goal of these videos, is to make perch fried rice. But the perch weren't biting that day, so I was heading on home, and I got up on the South Jetty and saw this yacht. So I started watching them and decided to take a little break and have some lunch. Hard to tell from the camera, but this yacht is huge. You have to kind of compare it to the jet skis there. Anyway, while I was out there, I decided to go ahead and throw the old rod out there. I got the big triangle weight out and an 06 hook, and I chucked it way out there. I thought, hey, why not? I got the big rod. Maybe there's something out there. I didn't plan on being there too long. But amazingly, I started getting some bites, these little nibble, nibble, nibbles. So actually, boom, thought they were big. When I reeled it in, and when it gets in, you'll notice I've got all my bait still. There it is. And what that means is that was jack smelt, Jackie smelt. It's been a couple years, and I've ran into jack smelt over and over again, and they're kind of unmistakable. It's that little nibble, 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 and not having much bait on. And I wanted to catch one. I hadn't caught a fish in a little while, so immediately took off my 06 hook and put on a number 4 hook and chucked it out there, and a little bit smaller bait. You saw that. Through trial and error, I found that the number 4 hook seems to be the best one for a jack smelt. And yep, didn't take long. Nibble, 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 and here we go. Contemplating whether to keep it or not, but then I decided to go ahead and let it go and see if I could catch another one. The nice thing about jack smelt, at least out here on the South Jetty, is that they're always here. Now, usually I catch them on the other side, on the harbor side, but I always go down about to where that log is and start casting out right there. And they always seem to be there. Right there, I'm adjusting my line. Like you cast out, and then if you don't get any bites, pull in 4 feet, pull in another 4 feet. If you still don't get any bites there, maybe cast 45 degrees this way or 45 degrees that way. But they seem like they'd be a great sport. Get some light line, light reel. They put up a nice fight. They're very fun to catch, even though I hear they're just terrible eating. But on a day like this, I could stand out here and catch them all day. Be kind of fun. I decided if I caught another one, I'd go ahead and keep it for bait at another time. And they're really squirrely. You got to hold on to them, or they'll just squirm out of your hand and get caught in a rock or something. That's why I put them inside the bait bag here. But don't worry, I knock it. I give it a bonk real fast to put out of its misery. In the meantime, here are these guys launching these jet skis from this incredible yacht here, and then they come on over and they have a good time riding down the beach. See them here in just a second. They're all out there, and then they're just zipping right down the waves. Looks like a lot of fun. I wish I had one of those things. So I head home and head out again about a week later or so. Morning guys, Jim from Morro Bay Fishing. We're out here to do some shore fishing today. Hopefully I'm going to catch me a nice little perch. We're going to make some perch fried rice and have a nice day. It's a beautiful August morning. Can't wait to get started, so let's get to it. Yes, it's attempt number 3 at making a perch fried rice video and trying to catch something from shore. And that's my nice 10-foot pole. I love that pole. It is so great. I came out this time with a Carolina rig, and right at the last second, on the top swivel, I just added another number 4 hook. It's kind of a combination high-low and Carolina rig. Kind of a combo Carolina rig. This time I was smart enough to go down and get me some Berkeley gulps, nice and fresh. Hooked them up just the way old Abdul showed us, and headed out on the most spectacular day, and everything just looked perfect. I wasn't throwing the Kalisa because there's still a lot of grass in the water. The harbor just releases a bunch of grass this time, so no point really. Fished the Berkeley gulps for about a half hour or so. Wasn't really getting any bites. I decided to take my new sand crab net and go out there and see if I could catch me a couple sand crabs. The biggest difference between the net and the shovel is that with the shovel you could just get in right in the hard sand and get to it. With the net you need to go over where there was nice loose stuff, which I did find. In fact, there was a little hole over there, and I thought that's also going to be a great place to cast. Nice thing about the net is you only need to you could catch a whole bunch of sand crabs and put them over on the side and use them as you need them. I had to keep going out and getting them with the shovel. I just added them right next to the Berkeley gulp and threw those out there together. The waders make it just so much more comfortable being out there walking back and forth. You can see it's an absolutely gorgeous day. I got out there nice and early. There was a bunch of surfers down there too. I didn't really record any, but I did see them catch a few waves. I'm just reeling in the line here, and look where this jack smelt bites. It's like 6 inches of water, just snag, boom. But even the jack smelt gets away from me on this day. As I said, there's a lot of grass out there, and I was catching a whole bunch of it. There's me dragging it in and getting it off the hook. Well, I certainly had high hopes for perch fishing that day. I'd gotten all my gear, my waders, 10-foot rod, and had the proper Berkeley gulps, even had my Calusa in the bag. But alas, we did not catch anything. And I actually came out, had 2 goals in mind. One was to perch fish, just give that a couple hours, and if not, to head over to the South Jetty and try the Fisherman's Life bobber system, which I did, but I didn't really know how to use it. Now in my next video, I figure out how to use that bobber system and take it out there and catch some fish with it. So go ahead and stay tuned for that. It won't be too long. That video is already in the can and wait. So this is me way out on the end of the South Jetty, way past the bend there. And if you saw, I had a nice chunk of that jack smelt, which I caught the last fishing trip I had, and I froze it. I took that and I was chopping it up, had it out here for bait, and we caught something with that. Now I did have the Fisherman's Life bobber out, but it didn't work, as I said. But in my next video, I do use the Fisherman's Life bobber to catch something. With the jack smelt, I caught this fish real fast. It's incredible. This is one of the biggest fishes I've caught out here, and what a great fight. To that baby. Check him out. Whoa. I was beginning to wonder if the jack smelt was going to work. Look at that thing. That is freaking huge. Ha! I'd have to measure that baby. Look at that baby. Woo! Nice. All right. How big do you think that thing is? Well, my foot's over 12, so that's got to be 15 or 16. We're going to go ahead and let this guy go. I got a nice fish at home. I measured my sandal when I got home, and they were 14 inches long, and that thing was about 3 inches longer than that. So it was about 17 inches. Very nice grassy. Yeah, I love this 10-foot rod here. It's got a great cast on it. And if you notice that fight, it was longer than usual, and because I could cast farther. And the rockfish didn't get down a hole. I mean, I think it's the first time I go rockfish fishing out here, and none of them that I catch jump down into a hole. We just have a nice big fight on the way back in. So yeah, really loving that rod. So I'm using, you saw that chunk of jack smelt I got on the hook. I got that there with squid. Both of them have been sitting in a bag that's been scented with the halibut juice, I think cat food, for who knows how long. I know exactly where they are now. So boom, didn't take long at all to get another big old fish. Yeah. Oh yeah. Turned out to be a nice brown rockfish. One of my favorites, so we're keeping it. Oh yeah. All right, now that's a nice brown right there. We will definitely be taking Mr. Brownie home. Check out Mr. Brown rockfish right here. Looking beautiful. Going home for dinner, I would say. This rockfish didn't want to go home with me and puts up a painful fight right here. Watch this. If you watch closely, you'll see it's going to gill my palm. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, I'm stabbed to hell. Beep. Sucker did not want to die. And I don't blame him. A little payback time. Stabbed me twice. Hurts like hell. Oh, I got a little poison in him. Top of my finger, side of my finger, palm of my hand. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's do one more fish if we can do it. Woo! So that was a really big grassy and a really big brown rockfish, and I both of them caught with a big chunk of jack smelt on there that had kind of been scented, frozen in my freezer for a while. And then I go out here and I catch another really nice fish. I'll just kind of put in the music here and watch it. This is almost in real time. And I know where they are, and I'm casting right to them. Another one. Look at that. It's another big one. Look at that. Guess we ought to leave some fish for somebody else. That a freaking grassy or gopher, whatever these are. Almost swallowed it, but I think I can get it out. Alright. A nice third fish for today. Looks pretty good. Get rid of it. Now that's a damn day fishing, I must say. Other than blood. No time to get out of here. Great day fishing, and on the way out, I met a couple of guys who watch my films.
How you doing?
Good, how's it going?
I watch your videos all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Have any luck out here today?
Oh no, I didn't catch anything.
No?
I lied my ass off. I caught 3 giant rockfish past the bend out there. I'm filming, by the way.
When's this video going to be up?
Oh, probably in a month or so.
Cool.
I was trying to do a shore fishing video, but I didn't catch anything. Perch are elusive.
There we are. When's the first time to catch this thing? We've done super good before, and that's like one of our favorite things to do. But then
they come and they go.
Then we get skunked 4 times.
If you see a bunch of guys on the, if you're driving down the rope 1 and you see a bunch of guys out, you know they're biting.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know if you want to go out there. It stinks like hell.
It stinks over here.
Yeah, it stinks pretty bad. I don't even like to go out on the jetty in the summer, but I needed a video. So, what was your name?
Aaron.
Aaron?
Yeah. David.
David. Nice to meet you.
You see you in person.
So anyway, I gotta go. I'm gonna go out there, fillet this thing, and I'm contemplating cooking it before I go home. I'm not quite sure.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you guys.
Be careful.
Oh yeah, right. Did you see me take the spill?
Yeah.
Yes, even with a walking stick.
Yeah, good idea.
The perch are elusive. If they're not out there, they can't bite. I think that's the moral of the video. Well, it was really nice meeting those guys, and a few weeks later they made a comment down below, and they caught a brown rockfish while they were out there, so they had a pretty darn good day fishing themselves. And here's me flaying up that rockfish, and you can see I'm a little shy. I've got the towel and pliers. I don't want to get stabbed again. So yeah, we're going to take this here rockfish after we get all the bones out of there, and chop it up and fry it up and make some rockfish fried rice. Should be tasty. So stay tuned for that. Okay, to start making our fried rice here, we're just going to fry up the fish there with a little salt and pepper, a little oil in the pan, let it cook through. You don't need it to get, no thermometer here, just you can tell when it's done. But ideally they'd be above 140 or so. So once they're done, just remove them from the pan, and we're going to use that same oil to go ahead and fry up our rice. And unfortunately, I've already made a mistake. I'm already breaking the fried rice rules because I forgot an egg. And so, Uncle Roger wouldn't be happy with that, that's for sure. Then I'm going to make even another mistake. I'm already adding my carrots and peas when I should have added my soy sauce and then fried the rice for a while and got the rice all seasoned and salty with the soy sauce. But you can't go too far wrong. I mean, it's going to be really good anyway. You can smell that. Woo! Made the rice a couple of days ago. It's a blend of I got a wild rice blend, and then about half of that is also long grain rice. When I do this next time, I won't break up the fish. I'll just set it on the top. No reason to break it. We'll put it all in there, trying to add too much moisture. And you can see I added some nice scallions, nice little green onions all chopped up. And we'll add some more of those just to go ahead and finish it off. All right, there we go. The only thing I forgot to bring was a Coke. Okay, let's have a little lunch. That rockfish. Oh yeah. Well, that was some really good fried rice. I made a whole bunch of it, so I had a big old lunch, but it was okay because I was just starving after a long day fishing. It's also good practice, One of these days I'm going to catch me a perch and make some perch fried rice, and that time hopefully I won't forget my egg, but right now this stuff is tasty.